Not a bad little winning run you've got going on at the moment. 18 wins in this small block of fixtures while the Six Nations is on. At the weekend, Ospreys in Meath. What was that like? A new sort of surround, a new ground for you?
Bit of an experience, alright. I've never been to the Knoll before, but I suppose the small change rooms and hilly pitch reminds me of my underage days down in Burr, travelling around the Midlands and stuff like so. I suppose it didn't really affect me before, but I suppose a few of the lads that have grown up in nice pitches around Dublin and that is different for them, alright.
And would there have been sort of, I suppose, work done on preparing you guys for the, I suppose, that new environment and the elements and all of that kind of stuff?
I suppose with the storm, was it Storm Dennis the week before, so that was a kind of bit of ideal preparation. But when we arrived Thursday, we went to see the grounds, dressing rooms and that. So when you arrive for the match Friday, nothing's unfamiliar, so I suppose that was the prep we did, yeah.
And what do you take from the game? I mean, obviously, a good win to keep the winning streak going, but still stuff, which at this point of the season, on such a winning run, to take from game to game is great.
Yeah, we talked earlier, I suppose, as a forward pack more so, our launch off line out was only 50%, which isn't good enough. You can have the best backs in the world, but if you can't get the ball, what good is it? So that was one thing. I think our scrum improved from the previous week. The Cheetahs gave us a bit of a hard time, that improved. Then I suppose so. For forwards, set piece dominance nearly was the main thing.
You've had quite a decent run at this squad. I mean, we mentioned before that there's about 50 odd players being used in the squad, and that at times players are finding it really, really hard to stake their claim. But you've had a really good run this season.
Yeah, I think I was told next door I've 10 or 11 starts this year, so it's great. I remember years ago, just getting game on game, starting game and getting match sharp, and it makes such a difference to you. So yeah, I've just taken every week as it is, and I suppose this week is another massive week for us in Glasgow. It'll be raring to get a shot at us again, so.
And I suppose you played against Leon as well, didn't you? So I mean, you've got the quarterfinals now rolling around, the Saracens coming up. It must do you the world of, or your confidence the world of good that you're getting in amongst all of these other players that are finding it hard.
Yeah, 100%. It's great. I suppose we haven't been looking too far ahead, but Saracens has been at the corner of the eye. Looking at them, it'd be unreal to play against them for me myself. But I suppose we're not looking too far. We have to play Glasgow this week and then go to South Africa for 2 games as well. So it's 5-6 weeks away yet, so we won't get too far ahead of ourselves.
And I suppose in this block of games as well, with the internationals away on Ireland duty, sort of disruption from November, obviously, because of the World Cup was on. So this must be a time of year that lads are relishing, because they can get their chance while that.
Yeah, as I said, we've used 50 odd players, so, and a lot of young lads have stepped up to the mark and that, and I suppose myself, it's a great opportunity for me as well, just to be starting games and playing week on week, and I'm really enjoying it and thriving on it, I suppose. Yeah.
Glasgow this weekend then, back at the RDS as well. Hopefully the weather conditions will be a little bit kinder than they were when Chiefs were here, or Cheetahs even. They've been a sort of a thorn in the side. I mean, you had a really difficult game over in Scotland at the beginning of the season. What are you sort of looking at this week?
Yeah, I think Scott Fardy actually mentioned it this morning. They're our last team to beat us in the RDS, so they'll have no fear. I think their motto of brutality, I think, is the word they use a lot. So I suppose as a forward pack, we'll be expecting that, and they won't fear us, but they want to try to get one over on us after beating them in Scotstoun as well. So it's going to be, I suppose, a big clash and a tough one up front, yeah.
You talked about the Knoll there, visiting, in the film business they call that pre-production.
Yeah.
No surprises on the day. Does that happen a lot on away games that you go to that?
I suppose with the Knoll, we've never, the majorities, I think Reese Ruddock's the only one that's been there before, so.
Kieran.
Yeah, exactly. Kieran used to play for them, I think. So, it was. I think it's great for our mental preparation as well, because you see the pitch the day before, and You can run through your plays nearly in your head, and as if you know exactly what stadium you're going to be in, and your preparation in your dressing room and that, and exactly like this dressing rooms were small, so we knew like be on top of each other. But once you know what's coming, I suppose it takes a bit of that fear away. Like
yourself and Connor came through the area rugby. That was a different route into Leinster, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But you kind of have you pioneered the trail for people in the Midlands, or?
Yeah, exactly. I suppose.
Do you get feedback from people down there? Or?
Yeah. No, it's great to see like Bar Rugby, I suppose, doing really well. Like we've a good few players around the provinces. Like, and for a small little club like Shane Delahun's in Connacht and Jack Regan's up north in Ulster, and that. So and myself and Mikey Millen's obviously here. But with Connor, like we would have played I think it was the Shane Horgan Cup under 16 it was, and then I think it's now the Sean O'Brien Cup. So yeah, it's just looking at players like Shawnee, especially from Tullow. Like I think it just shows that the pathway is there. Like, and players, if they're good enough, they will make it. Yeah.
Is there a certain culture around that as well?
We do stick together. The youth players, Kieran Frawley as well. Like he's scary. Yeah. So it's good. It's good to, I suppose, mix it up with all the Dublin boys. Yeah.
Peter, I think you correct me if I'm wrong here, I think you're approaching 100 appearances for Leinster.
70 odd, I think, so a few more to go,
A few more to go, but when you're getting so many appearances in one given season, as you said, it's 10 or 11 this year, does that help your preparation for each game, the fact that you know you're kind of, you've had a solid stint in the team, whereas there's some players who would love to have the number of games in a row that you're getting? Yeah,
exactly. I've started 10 or 11 and come off the bench for another few, like, so it's just all about playing. I find, especially for myself, like when I had a bad run like 2 years ago, I wasn't in the team much, and I went to play with Lansdowne, and just playing, like, that's why we train so much, is to play rugby. Like, you get sick of training, it's just to play, and so I suppose just keep playing, and I suppose for a front row especially, you just need that kind of scrum, maul, and everything's grand. For the backs, they just can run around, I suppose, and the wingers and that, but front rows, I think you need to be in, getting physically prepared for matches, like, and the only way you can do that is by playing matches.
You're obviously 19 points clear in your Pro 14 pool now. I think, judging by your Twitter, you're a Liverpool fan as well, so you know what it takes to be far ahead. Is it tough to keep that motivation going? And obviously you have little things you can improve from game to game, but how do you as a group or as a squad stay motivated game by game, knowing you're probably in the next?
I think great slogan came up last week, competition kills complacency in here, and everyone wants to play highest level, everyone wants to play in the big matches for Leinster, and I suppose you're not thinking of complacency because you want to be in the team next week, like, so that's why you want to drive on and play as well as you can. Like.
Could I just ask you as well, obviously a disappointing day for Ireland yesterday against England, and those lads will be coming back into the Leinster panel slowly but surely, but Johnny in particular probably didn't have his best game in an Irish jersey, but how can someone like him bounce back? How do you expect him to bounce back from a performance like that yesterday?
Well, you don't get World Player of the Year for nothing, so I suppose, and I think he was unlucky with a bounce of a ball, and then the way he is, he's so driven and motivated, he'll want to right all the wrongs the next week. They're playing Italy in 2 weeks, so I'm sure he'll be turning the page quickly. They'll do the review, and he'll be, I suppose, the main voice in that as well, like, and he'll turn the page quickly and move on to the next game.
Peter, you said, I think 10 consecutive appearances with Leinster?
10 starts this year, I think, so yeah.
So, like, in ways, so you'd be kind of considered nearly a senior player when you're coming on, after so many appearances. How important is it for yourself then, say, with some of the guys that haven't played and coming in, that you give some of your experience?
Yes, I suppose I feel like I'm nearly getting old now with the younger coming through, but I remember when I was kind of young and starting out and just coming in, and you'd always listen to the senior players, like, and that, so, and we've such a young squad, like I saw, like Ryan Baird came on the weekend and he's only like 20 years of age, like, and another freak of nature pretty much, like, so it's just having the small little conversations and the detail, and like in the video room with each other, and how can we improve, like, and I think everyone in the squad is so motivated, like, and we all pick each other's brains, like, so that all adds up and helps, like, yeah.
And obviously, if you keep winning, it sets a great mental tone for a group of people who are training every day.
Yeah, exactly, and that winning mentality, like, everyone wants to be a part of it, and I suppose when the whole squad is in the dressing room after like RDS games, and that atmosphere that's created after a win is special, like, and everyone wants to be in the 23, so that's what kind of fuels you during the week. Like, you want to play well and you want to be sitting in the changing room after with your friends, like, and be a part of that. Yeah.